Good Thursday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the detailed video forecast discussion for Thursday, the 5th of January, 2017. We've got a couple of features here on the water vapor channel, or the infrared channel this morning. It's a shearing of energy out here across the upper Midwest into the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley area, already increasing the cloud cover around the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. And if we put on the composite radar here, you can see a streak of precipitation already beginning to break out ahead of this feature. And we're going to develop into light snow across the region toward evening today. And overnight, you'll see some pockets of snow across the coastal plain and over the interior of New Jersey and the New York City metropolitan area by tomorrow morning as well. We'll get into all the details in just a moment. Looking around the forecast region this morning, it's a chilly start. We've had a cold front that passed through and off the coast yesterday. This is refreshing itself now as I'm moving over it. Temperatures this morning are generally running in the upper 20s across the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. Let's see if we can get this screen back to where it should be. And temperatures over the interior of northern New Jersey are basically running anywhere from the upper teens into the low and mid 20s over the interior this morning, as most of the areas are in the 20s right now. Plenty of cloud cover already advecting into the region on a northwest or westerly wind, and we've already have upper level moisture beginning to move in. This is Virga spreading across just west of State College, Pennsylvania this morning. If we move this on the diagram here, we can see this. There are no watches, warnings, or advisories for the interior for the snow for tonight, as the National Weather Service's criteria is 3 inches or more. So right now they're not planning on issuing watches or advisories for this event, as it will be entering and exiting before the rush hour tomorrow morning. On the coastal waters, we have gusty winds this morning and small craft advisories in effect until 11 a.m. this morning across the New Jersey coastal waters, until 3 o'clock across the South Shore and East Ends of Long Island, to 1 a.m. on the East Ends and Long Island actually until Friday morning. On the aviational weather deck today, we have VFR conditions throughout the region, increasing in high and mid-level clouds already across the region. A west wind at 10 knots this morning should become southwest at about 5 to 10 during this afternoon, and we still have some gust out there this morning. Snow is forecasted to overspread the region during tonight. Conditions will likely drop into the IFR range. The back edge of the snow is anticipated to move to the east of the area towards daybreak on Friday. Light and variable wind expected for tonight. VFR conditions return for tomorrow with northwest winds at about 10 to 15 knots. Friday night, VFR ceilings, the lowest bases, especially Philadelphia south and east, north to northwest winds at about 5 knots. Saturday, low confidence with the details still. An area of snow may push in from the southeast, advecting Atlantic City and Millville. Some areas further north and west, even less certain. This is associated with an offshore storm, and the track is still uncertain at this time. Northerly winds at 10 to 15 knots. Sunday and Monday back to VFR. Northwest winds at 10 to 15, gust up to 25 knots on Sunday, then becoming light later Sunday night and Monday. Busy forecast, busy morning here, and it's busy at Newark this morning, where the temperature is 28, the dew point is 7. That's bone dry, relative humidity 39%. The wind is out of the southwest at 18. The wind chill makes it feel like 15. Few clouds at 6,500. Light snow breaks out late this evening into the overnight areas, and then out of here before sunrise tomorrow. Right now at Philadelphia, we're up to 30. Dew point is dry at 10. Humidity 43%. The wind is due west or southwest or west at about 12 knots. Overcast conditions at 11,000 feet. Wind chill temperature about 20. Light snow breaks out late this afternoon and spreads across the terminals during this evening, and then out of here by tomorrow morning. Morning visible satellite imagery this morning shows the high and mid-level clouds beginning to streak up in our region, and the moisture on the water vapor channel beginning to increase as well in the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere where the water vapor is measured. And this is all Virga right now. None of this is reaching the ground, as the relative humidity and the dew points are still bone dry. Separation, departure, or from the air temperature here, but this is an indication of how moist and how quickly this overrunning event will develop across the region, as we have a jet streak entering the fray and low pressure developing along the coast and moving up towards the Delmarva region by later tonight, and then out over the coastal water south and east of Long Island by tomorrow morning. We can already see the precipitation beginning to break out in earnest here. Some of this is reaching the ground to our south and west, but none of this is reaching the ground just yet, as the atmosphere once again is too dry. Latest morning model guidance coming in from the NAM 3-kilometer parallel product here. And if we get into the precipitation, we can see that the high is moving off the coast during this afternoon, and here comes our jet streaks, and here comes our area of low pressure. Now, the idea here is that we're going to have a combination of a left exit region of the jet over the interior here as the low gets going off of the Delmarva coast after midnight and then early tomorrow morning. Now, there could be some enhancement, first of all, with the jet streak overhead across Philadelphia into northwestern New Jersey, and just around the Hudson River Valley area could find a couple of inches of snow before all of this moves out. Also, there will be quite a bit more of enhancement here from, let's say, Monmouth County down through Ocean, Atlantic, Cape May counties here into portions of Delaware too. Could get several inches of snow with this feature very quickly over a couple of hour period here after midnight, and just exiting rather quickly as we get into the morning hours just before tomorrow morning's commute. And then high pressure and cold air remain over the forecast region into the weekend. And the next system, which is of course the one that everyone is concerned about, is a system here developing across the Carolina coast. Will be cold enough, obviously, with these thicknesses here to get snow to be generated here from southwest to northeast over this band. And as a result, we could find some snow breaking out again on Saturday morning, especially across extreme southern New Jersey and portions of the Delmarva here, let's say Rehoboth Beach and down through Dewey and down here across the Maryland shoreline as well on Saturday morning. Now, the feature with this latest guidance is indicating that we might have a little bit more of enhancement and a further northward shift of this, so that we can find snow developing and spreading further north than earlier indicated on some of the earlier model runs. Again, this would be for Saturday morning, and if this is the case, more snow would be falling across these locations from the coastal New Jersey down through let's say the Delmarva here, less snow across and north of Trenton, and then into Philadelphia and further northwestern to northwestern New Jersey. Now, this is still preliminary, but we could still see snow developing across this region, and it looks like this storm is developing and enhancing itself quite nicely as it's steepening rapidly off the Delmarva coast. It looks like it could be in a good position for snow banding here to develop, and if that's the case, this area here from central and southern New Jersey could be hit with some moderate to heavy snow. The latest NAM model is indicating several inches of snow is possible with this band, and this would be the total amount from the previous storm and then this new storm. So this is an indication of where we think right now the heaviest snow bands, and of course you see the lines of delineation here where it's a rapid shutoff from virtually very little snow over the period through Saturday, and this is from tonight's precipitation event and Saturday morning's precipitation event, and where the heaviest snow is now indicated across central southern New Jersey and the Delmarva. Now, the latest near-surface reflectivity off the NAM 4-kilometer model this morning is not as rambunctious with this, but still indicates the possibility of moderate to locally heavy snowfall over this area on Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon before it shifts out to sea. This is the very latest thinking now from the National Weather Service in Mount Holly, and this would be for the overnight into Friday morning event. Places around the coast, let's say Freehold, Toms River, just north of Atlantic City, this area here and into Medford and Trenton, anywhere from 1 to locally 3 inches of snow is possible. You get further north around the 95 corridor here and north of 78 and 80 here, you're dealing with 1 to 2 inches across Morristown and Belvedere, also portions of Sussex County, Mount Pocono, this general area. So the heaviest snow, again, located right along the immediate coast. Worst case scenario, the potential for this much, again, as much as 2 or 4 inches possible in this area here. And again, a little bit more enhancement could, with the fluff factor, could be in existence across the entire interior region here as well. And as that snow spreads across the interior, the New York City office is forecasting generally around an inch in Newark and New York City, JFK, Farmingdale, Islip up to 2, north West Hampton here up to 2 inches. Over the interior, further to the north across the Connecticut River and Hudson River Valley area, less than an inch. Again, with the fluff factor and the inherently cold air mass that's in place, we could exist up to a couple of inches here at Newark and Paramus before we move into the 4-inch range around JFK and West Hampton. Now, most of this is somewhere between 2 and 4 inches. Most of this, again, this is the potential for this much with the storm system across the region for later tonight. But most of this, again, this is on the high end of the model guidance. Temperature forecast as we go into the future here for today, mid and upper 30s, basically near seasonable temperatures for this time of the year, for the 5th of January anyway. Then cold air comes in after the storm departs tomorrow morning. Temperatures again in the upper 20s where it has snowed and where there is snowpack. Temperatures obviously going to be a little chilly. Temperatures either side of the freezing mark into the mid 30s across the coastal plain. Cooler as you head over the interior. On Saturday it's just cold right now and we wait to see how much snow comes out of this next southern storm system. Temperatures will be running in the 20s to around 30, so it will definitely be a sticking snow this time around if it does snow on Saturday. And I'm sure there will be advisories, watches, and warnings for that event as we head into the future and the latest model guidance here. As those pieces of energy come on shore and the models begin to have a better handle on the data sets. Temperatures on Sunday, quite cold. If you're outside, it's my birthday that day. I'm supposed to be in the city. Temperatures are going to be in the 20s to around 30, so it's really going to need to bundle up if you're outside anywhere on Sunday. And of course the big game on Sunday as well. Monday, temperatures again struggling in the 20s to upper 20s to around 30. Again, that's below seasonal by several degrees for this time of the year. And then we begin to warm up again by Tuesday with temperatures in the mid and upper 30s to lower 40s on the coastal plain. Temperatures warm up back to above normal again as we head into the middle part of next week. So, of course, we're going to keep you abreast on the latest of any changes in the forecast going into the future, so you want to stay very close to GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. We might do Twitter Live later tonight, or definitely on Saturday. We'll keep you posted on that and give you a heads up when those broadcasts, if they do occur, will indeed occur, and we'll let you know about that. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a safe Thursday. We'll be back bright and early on Friday morning.